Located in the heart of South Texas brush country, not far from Mexico, the San Pedro Ranch is a 24,000-acre operation with a history that goes back to a Spanish land grant in 1812. The San Pedro has been in the capable hands of the Fitzsimons family since 1932.
Well, the ranch has been in our family for, well, now the fourth generation's on the ground here and was raised here. So the ranch is very much part of our family.
It's all about commitment and believing in something beyond yourselves. It's about education and bringing along the next generation to learn these principles that we've been lucky enough to learn.
Joe Fitzsimons and his sister Pam Howard co-own the San Pedro and care for the land and cattle with the help of ranch manager Daniel Boone and a crew of hard-working cowboys. Their herd consists primarily of registered Beefmaster cattle, which are highly sought after as breeding stock.
Our customers are, without exception, cattlemen that operate in harsh environments and expect their cattle to produce without being pampered.
The brittle, dry environment on the San Pedro includes mesquite-dominated brush, but over the past 20 years, the family has worked to increase grass cover and plant diversity with the help of Holistic Resource Management, or HRM.
One of the basic concepts of HRM is that you time your grazing so that you take advantage of and encourage that symbiotic relationship between perennial grass plants and grazing animals. To use those cattle really as a tool in managing the habitat.
There's this feeling of watching and listening to what the land is telling us and looking for opportunities to respond to what is needed.
That includes protecting stream banks and the region's only remaining natural spring by fencing riparian areas with the help of the USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service.
NRCS has been a critical partner for us. Without NRCS, frankly, we couldn't have done what we've done. They've not only helped us from the standpoint of technical guidance, but the cost share is really what makes the conservation happen on the ground. We've maintained the spring. We've added to the water resource, which certainly supports more wildlife than without man. I mean, that's pretty clear. The water resource makes all the difference in dry country like this.
In fact, the San Pedro team is creating new water resources by adding more stock tanks to the benefit of both cattle and wildlife. That's key because the income from hunting leases often exceeds the income from raising cattle.
It's true that a significant amount, the majority of the gross revenues of this ranch come from wildlife. But wildlife and cattle are integrated here. You're really not going to have one working to its optimum without the other.
Cattle and the environment balanced together on the San Pedro under the care of stewards who have a heart for the history and the future of their land.
It's really a blessing to have this responsibility of being good stewards for the land.
Texas is 97% private land. If anything's going to happen from a conservation standpoint in Texas, it's going to happen because a farmer or a rancher adopts a management practice, does something for conservation.